Don't you know it's Papa Swolio?
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing, 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 testicles, testing, testicles, ball sack, testing, testicles. Oh, welcome everyone to episode 1266 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gangcast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. Everest and K2 flexing on you. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swole. Oh, yeah. What's good, beaches? What's the good word? Happy Thursday evening. It is around the 7:40 pieces, and it is Thursday, October 24th, the year of our gains, 2019. So it's Papa Swolio time. What's up, fam? How are we doing? What's the good word? What's the latest and the greatest? What's the latest and the greatest? What's new? What's new in the realm? What's new in the world? We have brand new drops on YouTube on Swolenormous, on the Swolenormous channel, dropping content like fucking just dropping it like raindrops. Just boom, drop it. Just dropping loads everywhere. Dropping loads everywhere. If it's your first time on the podcast, make sure you drop the cherries emoji, because Papa Swolio's, that's why they call me Papa Swolio, because I'm popping cherries. I'm popping swole cherries. There we go. Katie, popping Katie's cherry. Katie Exton, finally catching this live all the way from Melbourne, Australia. Welcome, Aussies. Welcome down under. The sick fucking gains down under. That's right. Whenever I go nighttime for the podcast, we get a lot of Aussies in here. Crazy. Toilet water goes the opposite direction. Google it. My best friend's sister just moved to Australia and got married. So, Krista, congratulations on your wedding. Not like you're watching this podcast right now, but if you are, because you're in Australia and shit, you know, it's early in the morning, getting your Friday morning gains. Let's see, where we go. Fam Tree Hugger, welcome to the fam. Welcome. How many of you have jumped into Swolenormous X Unlimited? How many of you have, those of you that are uncensored, how many of you have jumped on and upgrade your memberships? How many of you are joining uncensored and hooking in there? A little reminder, tomorrow, I just forgot to remember. I just remembered that I shouldn't forget. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern time is the Ask Papa Swolio Live for members only. So you get access to that with unlimited and also uncensored memberships. And of course, uncensored, all the content inside uncensored, the media library, is included with your unlimited memberships. But that's going live at 2 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow, everyone. So if you are a member, you will be there at 2 p.m. Yes, 2 p.m. So we haven't done one at 2 p.m., so I'm going to be doing that. That way you can try to access it and ask questions. So I'll be in the live stream at 2 p.m. Eastern time, and I'll answer any question that you got. And this is for members only. If you want to join, highly recommended. You can learn more at swolenormousx.com, and you get access for that or to that with the uncensored membership. So that's where we're going to be tomorrow at 2 p.m. So I'll see you guys there, all of you that are members. And let's see, a brand new YouTube video this morning about, can you tell if someone is healthy based on their body size? Did you guys watch that one? How can you tell, or can you tell if someone is healthy based on their body size? I feel like that's the easiest fucking answer, period. Like it's the easiest fucking answer. Is that not the easiest answer? Can you tell if someone is healthy based on their body size? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, you can. Fuck yeah, you can. Drop in the comments if you think that you can tell if someone is healthy based on their body size. It was a demonetized video, everyone, in case you were wondering. I tried to get it approved. I actually appealed it and they denied it. They manually, actually, no, it's under review still. I don't know what the chances of that. Come on, YouTube, if you're listening. Pass that one through. It's a good conversation. I think you can absolutely tell if someone's healthy. Now, is it like if you're 10 pounds overweight, you're not healthy? Well, it depends. Let's agree that it depends on how we're defining healthy. You know, how are we defining healthy? And that's where you can really stretch this argument. If you're playing the health at every size thing, you could say, well, what is health? What do you define as health? These metrics that the doctors have been, are testing for your blood. Is it just based on cholesterol? Is it just based on X? Is it just based on A, B, or C? So how you're defining health, but I will tell you, when we have these conversations, when you say you cannot tell someone's health based on their size, we have to go to the extreme. I think we can agree. Going to the extreme in this concept will give you the answer right there. If you're playing in the middle, you can't look. If you can't tell necessarily. If someone has abs, they could still be unhealthy. If someone is 10 pounds overweight, all right, they're 10 pounds overweight, but it doesn't mean that they're fucking ill. Doesn't mean that they're going to die, 10 years earlier just because they're 5 pounds or 10 pounds, maybe a little bit around their stomach. That doesn't mean that they're going to die, younger. That doesn't mean that. But if we take that statement and we say, all right, if you're 500 pounds in a wheelchair, you're huge. Can you tell someone's health by your size? Yes, you can. Sure, you can. Sure, you can. You can see if someone has a leg missing, if they have an amputation, you're going to say, well, that person might have 2 legs. I don't know. I only see one, but doesn't mean that they don't have 2. What the fuck are you talking about? That'd be stupid. Obviously they have 1 leg or no legs or no arms and no legs, or, there are a lot of people that overcome those issues. So I'm not making light of that, but it's like, if you see someone that's extremely obese, yeah, you can tell. I've made videos on these Instagram nutritionists, right? Those vegans that are anorexic to shit. And they pretend like they're not. They're like, hey, I'm just a vegan. I'm a healthy, nutrition coach, or I'm a life coach or a health coach. You're like, you're a fucking health coach. You're legit a health coach. And I can see your sternum. I can see I can see the inside of I can see your glenohumeral socket. I can see the glenoid fossa of the scapula. I can see your bony landmarks. You ain't healthy. And it doesn't have to be just obesity. We don't talk enough about, I bring it up. A lot of people are saying, well, you shouldn't talk about this. You shouldn't tell people to shut their mouth. You're going to cause eating disorders. No, I'm not. I posted on Instagram. Maybe I'll bring it up. I posted, shut your fucking mouth. I love that picture. I post it often because people should shut their fucking mouth. Now, do I mean that people should go out and kill themselves and not eat? Of course not. That's stupid. You're an idiot if you think that. You're an idiot if you think that I mean that they should go out and fucking not eat and have right here. New diet plan. Shut your fucking mouth. Shut your fucking mouth. New diet plan. All right. That was on my Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, you're missing out on life itself. Follow me on Instagram. So shut your fucking mouth is the same thing. If you think that me posting that, I should be more specific. Someone commented that, you should really explain what you say more, because someone, God forbid, someone reads that and develops an eating disorder, doesn't eat. And listen, that is not causing an eating disorder. That's not causing a fucking eating disorder. What are we not talking about? Well, what about video games? Video games causing violence and desensitizing people to violence. They're pumping out murderous video games. People are walking through the streets, on Halloween dressed like fucking bleeding zombies and everything. And you're watching American Horror Story on TV. And this post about shut your fucking mouth is going to make eating disorders. Fuck you. No, savage fucking people are needed in this world. People that say it like it fucking is. Anyone that has an eating disorder is not getting an eating disorder from looking at an Instagram post. Okay? You're not going to get an eating disorder from looking at a fucking Instagram post. Just like if I play a video game, if I play Call of Duty, I'm not going to go shoot up a mall. I'm not. If I play fucking Call of Duty, I'm not going to. I'm not psychologically unhinged. If you are psychologically unhinged and that's all you're doing, it's not the cause of it. Now, I'm not saying that violent video games, I don't want to get off in the weeds too much, but I'm not saying that doesn't have any kind of desensitizing factor, but the news is just as bad. You don't need to play Call of Duty to see violence and to see horrible things. Just watch CNN or Fox News and it's just fucking everything just fucks you in the face all day, or go on Twitter. So one post, it's not going to cause fucking eating disorders. Get out of here. So it's stupid. It's stupid to make that argument. But that's the idea. The idea is to wake you up, because you're going to scroll through Instagram all day and you're going to see body positive stuff. You can see on this stuff. And go work out, do bicep curls. But I want to be on your feed what the fuck? Shut your fucking mouth, you fat fuck. That's what I want to do. I want to wake people up and be like, whoa, this guy's an asshole. Hey, I'm fat. What the fuck you say about me? And then you look at my content and you're like, oh, he's actually not an asshole. He's just getting my attention so he could deliver an awesome message. Oh, I get it. Doesn't mean I don't mean it. But of course I don't mean to develop an eating disorder. It's those silly things. Silly things from silly people. Yeah, guns don't kill people. people do kill people. People have killed people since the beginning of time, long before guns. Guns can make it easier, but of all the gun deaths, there are many more guns that don't get fired at people. Okay, so before you start saying guns are killing people, there's a lot more going on in the United States with pharmaceutical, with foods, there's a lot of shit going on that's causing people to actually pull the trigger, literally. Anyway, so let's see. AKI. As someone who works over at Disneyland, most of my coworkers are overweight and constantly breathe heavy and do the most minimal of work. They're constantly complaining too. Yeah, they're causing their own problems. I am overweight. I am unhealthy. I'm working on it. This is Ellen Josephine. However, it doesn't change the fact that I'm overweight. Just because I'm smaller than I was doesn't mean I'm now healthy. I'm healthier. And it's a daily process. Proud of you. Good to hear it. Glad you're making the right steps, or you're making the best steps forward. You're doing your best. Okay. So today's topic, the main topic, anyway, that was one of the posts that I wanted to talk about. And also I'm actually going to bring this up too. For those of you that didn't see today's video on YouTube, this is the one I'm referring to. I'm probably going to come on the screen. This is, can you tell if someone is healthy based on their body size? And that is this one right over here. And that's this one, are they healthy? So I had two yesterday. I'm putting out content. I'm dropping tons and tons of content. So there's a Tess Holiday video last night and this one this morning. So I hope you're enjoying the extra content, and there's going to be much more where that came from. Lots of just the tip, more balls deep, another one coming tomorrow. So literally turning up the content game. So you're going to get even more. So make sure you're subscribed everywhere. That way you don't miss a single thing. I don't want you to miss a thing. Let's see. This one right here, right? Can you tell if someone is healthy based on their body size? So that's the video where I go into more depth, and that was based on those depth. That's where I go into more of those, this one-page body positive memes. It's just like, okay. So it got me thinking more about having this conversation today on the podcast about eating better versus eating less. So on the board behind me, I have better over less. Should you be eating better or should you be eating less? Now, I'm going to take, as usual, I'm going to take the less popular approach because most people are just really just relentlessly pushing that calories in, calories out, which is okay. But I think that gets well overplayed. And it's not that it doesn't matter, but it's not always the answer or the immediate or the first answer. Some people that don't have a lot of endocrine damage, people that don't have as much inflammation, people that don't have as much problems, and genetics plays a role in that. We're still learning more about that. Can just, drop their caloric intake and then boom, start losing weight. Other people, it's a lot harder because when you start dropping calories, your body stops utilizing as many calories, and then it kind of like snowballs where you utilize less calories because you're eating less calories, and you have less energy because you're eating less calories, and you don't burn anywhere near as much as you think because those calorie counters and things, they're not completely accurate. They're getting better, but it's an approximation. It's always an approximation. And it's really important that you focus on the quality of foods, because quality of foods are going to decrease systemic inflammation. It's going to decrease your body's kind of self-autoimmune response to foods that shouldn't be there. And that's why the elimination diet is so important. So again, a reminder to those of you that are thinking about joining Swolenormous X and getting access to everything inside the nutrition section, inside the kitchen, you get included free inside your unlimited membership is the Nutrition Jumpstart Manual and the entire breakdown and sequence of how to execute the elimination diet step by step. So those of you that are members, you could drop in the comments below if you have done the elimination diet and the benefits that you have seen from it. So you can drop that in the comments right now. The importance of the quality in eating better cannot be overstated. I cannot overstate that. I've been saying it over and over again for years. Like ever since we started doing this podcast, the quality does matter. Now, since the beginning of this podcast, the quality of my food intake has even improved dramatically. I used to have a lot more bullshit in my diet. And then the more healthy I swung and the more focused I was on, not just what is going to bother me, not just this might cause inflammation, so I remove it, or this might cause a problem, let me remove it. Once you start taking that to the next level, and it's not just about what hurts me or what doesn't make me feel good, and then you start moving to the next phase where it's like, this doesn't make me feel bad, but what makes me feel better? What makes it go positive rather than, this doesn't bother me, but is it just like a meh food? Is it something that I consume and it's just like, all right, it's decent. But I think a lot of us could get better. I think a lot of you are eating for average. You're eating for mediocrity. You're eating foods that, okay, this doesn't bother me. But what if we take it to the next level? What if it's not just about what food bothers me? What if it's about what food doesn't bother me? And then also, which food makes me feel amazing? Which food takes me further? Which food levels me up? So I mentioned before, okay, I eat white rice sometimes, but white rice doesn't make me feel the way a sweet potato feels. So white rice doesn't make me feel fucked up, but I will benefit more from trial and error from having a sweet potato. I will feel better. So that's just the choice. So I know, okay, if I want to have some carbs, I think for me, and this is from just experience, and for me, a sweet potato is a better choice. So sometimes I just want the flavor. Look, I'm human. Sometimes I want the flavor. I want some whole eggs mixed with rice. I'm like, cool, I just want that taste. But if I really want something that's going to be the most optimal for my body and really going to give me the best response, I'll have sweet potatoes. That's just the carb that has done best for me. Lately, I haven't had one. I haven't had one like in a couple days. I've just had a lot more fat, a lot of ribeyes, and a lot of just, fats and collagen and fucking bone broth and shit like that. But I also haven't lifted like in 2 days. I've been doing more yoga and foam rolling. I've had a lot of stuff structurally behind the scenes with content creation, just shit like I'm doing that has made a couple days of recovery, but fucking crush my legs. So I'm super sore, been doing more yoga and mobility. So it matches up. I don't need to be pounding tons of calories because I haven't been expending as much energy the last couple days. So the healthier that I've gotten and the more that I've focused on which foods help me feel the best, the less I have craved anything that is not good for me. Like the less that I want other things. And I'm not saying that everyone automatically will feel the same way, but this is how I have rolled. This is where I am right now. This is what I have experienced. Thus, I am sharing with you, which is why I like this podcast, which is why I do it every day, because you get the story, you get that transition, you see the progression of how I think and how I've been processing from the earlier episodes from a couple years ago to now. I'm a lot more centered. I'm a lot more calm. I'm a lot less anxious. I have a lot more perspective on what works best as a message on how to help people more, on what the key points are to get across that's going to get the most people the most results. And it's really just about simplifying the message over and over again. And that's what I found over the course of all these episodes, that the fancy shit is cool. And it's cool to talk about all these different specific things about fitness and training and, wrist position and supination, neutral and pronation. Okay, how do you hit the lower part of this and the higher part? Okay, I do that inside Swolenormous X for the training and for the instructional videos. Like that's where that kind of content goes. That's where I feel like it belongs. But the broader message, it doesn't matter. How do you get a bigger biceps peak? Let's get people to stop dying from obesity. Let's get people to stop dying from not eating enough food. Let's get people to stop sucking down so much processed carbs. There are more important things than how to hit your fucking upper chest. There are more important things than how to, get your lower chest or my lower abs, or stop eating so much fucking food. Go to sleep earlier, hydrate better, stop sucking down McDonald's, stop sucking down so much goddamn bread. That's more of an issue. It's a problem. We have to get more fundamental because we don't have that locked down. We act like we do. We don't. We act like we understand nutrition. We don't. We act like we have this shit locked. Fucking science and fitness is brand fucking new. It's like 30 years old. Has anyone ever thought about that before? I know they have. I know. It's just fucking history. How many of you recognize that fitness? I'm not talking about when's the first time someone lifted a barbell. I'm talking about health and like the fitness industry. You do realize it started like in the 80s with that aerobics and Jane Fonda bullshit. So if you want to count that, okay, you could do that all you want. I'll start with 1990. Let's just say 1990. Let's be like, a little bit conservative, or, let's say 80s or 90s. That's less than 40 fucking years. Oh, wow. We know everything already. We know everything. We have no idea what the universe is, but we know everything about nutrition. We have no fucking idea. We're just finding out that there were probably people before 12,000 years ago and all this shit. And like, we have this like fucking skewed idea because we just don't have the perspective. We're learning. We're learning about all these ancient civilizations, and we're learning about, it's hard to uncover this stuff because it takes money, it takes time, it takes intelligence, it takes technology, but we're learning. We're learning. And what I meant about people, these like old civilizations, like if you're learning, checking out your history and you're staying up to date with all these new discoveries, it's fascinating. So without getting too much into philosophy and just, the creation of the fucking universe, we don't have all the answers. It's brand new. Fitness is brand new. So we have to get simpler with how we deal with our nutrition. We have to get simpler with how we approach our training. It's not complicated, nor should it be. There's no need to complicate it. There's no need to have all the fancy shit, especially if you don't have the basics. How many supplements you think you need if you're still eating terrible fucking foods? You're wasting even if the supplements work, you're wasting them. You don't have that foundation. You stop taking so much fucking creatine if you're eating garbage and just sucking down pasta and chugging dairy and alcohol and all that stuff. Like, get your food right. Get your fucking food right. Get your fucking food right. Eat better. For most people, eating better is more important than focusing on eating less. It's the truth. If you're overeating your calories, chances are you're eating processed foods. You're eating foods that are causing those addictive mechanisms in your body. You're eating a high sugar diet. You're eating a high carbohydrate diet. You're eating a high protein diet. You're skewing your body away from proper forms of energy, and you're filling it with just empty nonsense energy, and you're overeating your calories. You're drinking your calories. That's one of the problems with these pumpkin spice lattes. It's not so much the overall caloric value per se, it is, but it's the fact that you're drinking it so you don't feel mechanically full. You're getting so much calorie density. You're not getting the nutrients, and it's liquid. So the physical fullness, the physical satiety of liquid is fucking minimal. It's minimal. So you're getting tons of calories in, and it's not making you feel full. So then you eat food on top of it, and then you go over your calories 500 or 1,000, and then you gain a couple pounds every week. You gain a couple pounds every week or a pound a week for a year, there's 50 pounds in a year. It's like watching a teapot boil. It just slowly builds up. So all these things matter. Going over your calorie intake for 100 calories a day will add up to 700 calories a week. Might take a few weeks to gain a pound of fat. Okay, so then you gain 15 pounds in a year. That's a lot of weight to gain in a fucking year. In fat, that's a lot of weight. Think about it. Even if you gain a pound a month, 12 pounds of fat in a year, that's a lot of weight gain. You're looking chunky, fam. After 2 years, 24 pounds. After 3 years, 36 pounds. After 4 years, 48 pounds. After 5 years, 60 pounds. So let's say from 2019 to 2024, you're going to be 60 pounds heavier of just fat. That's what gaining 1 pound a month, a quarter pound a week will do. Doesn't sound that extreme, but all of a sudden you go from 0 to 60 pounds. Oh, that makes sense. And most people gain a lot faster. That's a lot. That's a lot of weight gain. 5 years, 60 fucking pounds of fat. That's a shitload of fucking weight. And you're looking fat if you're gaining 60 pounds extra. And maybe you're lifting, maybe you're exercising, and you think, hey, well, I'm working out so I can eat. And then you end up getting 60 pounds and you pretend like, oh yeah, I'm gaining muscle, I'm working out. You actually gain like 5 pounds of muscle, maybe 10 and 50 pounds of fucking fat. And you look like puffy, like, oh no, but I'm going bear mode. Like I'm getting puffy in this. All right. If you want to look like a swollen fucking potato, cool. I'd rather be more slender and be more mobile and have more muscle definition because aesthetically you look bigger. You look bigger if you're more defined. Everyone always here talks about Jeff Cavalier at Athlean X. He's not a big dude. He's just very, very lean. It amplifies your physique. So if you're doing it for the physical and the aesthetics too, that makes a big difference. You'll be healthier and you'll accentuate your physique because you'll see the definition. I'm not saying you have to be so low body fat to be healthy, but that's my point. If you can see the muscles more and if you eat better and you are leaner, you don't have to be 250 pounds of pure muscle because you're going to see that shape. It's hard to carry on that much muscle. It's hard to be huge because you're taking all the juice. You're saucing, you're a big fucking guy. It's taxing on the body. That's what I've learned. That's why I never kept on pushing it so much further because carrying around a lot of muscle is a lot of work for your body all the time. It's a lot of work. It's stressful. It's tiring. It's taxing. It's not something you want to deal with. Excessive amounts. Okay. And you're not going to put on muscle really quickly. It's hard. It's hard. It takes a lot of time. Panther on YouTube, we waste calories like we waste money. Right on, man. Or lady. You could be a lady panther. Brennan Butler, mine was going up 8 pounds a year. And after 3 to 4 years, I am no here. You're nowhere. Nowhere and no here. I thought that was going to be coherent at the end. Might have been a typo. Maria, after I reached my goal, some of my family said, so when are you going back to eating normally? I'm never going back. I feel like I barely scratched the surface. We'll never stop. That's not even like a mean thing from your family. When are you going back to eating normally? You mean eating like a fat ass? You mean eating tons of garbage? You are the anomaly. That's the title of tomorrow's video on YouTube. Make sure you set your notifications up on YouTube on Swolenormous. That's legit. You are the anomaly. If you are eating healthy, if you're pursuing health, you are the one that stands out. You are the rare. You are the few. You're not the norm. You're not the norm if you're eating healthy. What does that tell you about everyone else? Remember, average body size is now what, a 16? That's average. That shouldn't be normal. Average doesn't mean normal. Average means average. Average means, let's see what's actually going on. We're normalizing obesity. That's what we're doing. We're normalizing obesity. So now, like I've told you before, I've said this many times, I'm wearing shorts, okay? I like them a lot. Mama Swolio gets them from me. They're from, I think, Express or something. It's a good deal on them. I love them. They feel super comfortable. They fit me well. They're not super tight. They're not baggy. They're perfect. I work out hard. I have a lot of muscle. They're a size small. They are a size small, these shorts. Okay? And they fit me well. I have other pairs of pants and shorts and sweatpants like from a long time ago that are medium, large, but over the years, a small has gotten bigger. A medium has gotten bigger. A large is a fucking joke. A large will be like if I was having fat pants, I was in them standing, holding them out like, look how much weight I lost. That's what a large is now. So I'm wearing a small. Of course, stores like Express are for dudes that barely lift. These are guys that skip leg day chronically. So, a small, they're trying to, I guess I could wear a bigger size. I mean, but I like my shorts. I don't like them super baggy. I like them above the knee, but they fit comfortably. Comfortable. And they're a small. And Papa don't skip no fucking leg day. Small. It's crazy. It's crazy how the size are changing. You can see them change. You can see them. I literally, in my closet, you can see which sizes are like, it doesn't make sense anymore. It's scary. And it's not getting better. Eventually, I'm going to be wearing an extra small, apparently. The battlefield of nutrition is a supermarket. Clayton, popping Clayton's cherry. That's right. And guys, if I'm popping your cherry, it's cool. Don't worry, I'm not sticking. Just the tip. I'm not going all the way in. It's not my thing. Clayton, working on a lifestyle change. Glad to find this information. Thank you. You're welcome, Clayton. Thanks for being here. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Kit Tonic, I definitely feel judging looks from my mother-in-law when I don't go for her tacos she made, but I whip up a salad. Fuck her tacos. Fuck your fucking tacos. But what about Taco Tuesday? What about Fat Friday and Fat Every Day? What about your fat stomach? Someone asked me that, and I said that really quickly. I think it was online or something. I was like, I didn't say it out loud. I think I just said it like to my phone, even though I was typing a comment. I was like, what about Taco Tuesday? I'm like, what about your fat gut? Just had this instant comeback. I'm like, I would say that on the podcast, but I'm not going to type it to someone because you can't get the intonation. What about your fat stomach? How about that on Taco Tuesday? I just wish women's clothes were sized like men's clothes. I feel like it's a guessing game. What do you mean? Oh, you mean like, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Like if it was like, okay, this is, well, when you get pants that are like, this is a size 30, this is a size 32. When you say large, it's like, what does a large mean? Yeah, wouldn't it make sense? It makes more sense for women to be like, oh, I wear a size 8. But then size 8, I guess if you make it, as long as you're not making size 8 different, if it's like, okay, this is this range, guys do have it a little rough with that. Like a medium will fit me. Like in some stores, you'll be like, oh, a medium's perfect or a large is perfect. In other stores, like I need to wear an extra large. In other stores, I'll wear a small. Or like it'll fit me fine, and then my arms will be like ripping through the sleeves. And like I can't even wear this shirt; it's too slim. Marge, ever since I started to lose weight, I sometimes dread going to see my family because I know they like to order out, so they don't have to cook. I have to go grocery shopping when I go see them. Yeah, it's an inconvenience, but we do what's necessary. That's what I do. That's what I do. If I go somewhere, I make sure I either eat first or I bring my own food so I have what I want. I'm not going for the food. I'm going for the company. America food size is so much more than other parts of the world too. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I haven't done international travel really, but everyone always says that. They're like, yeah, I came to the United States and I ate so much. I was shocked at how much food you give. That's right. The gut is the second brain, the gut-brain axis. Absolutely. Yeah, your immune system starts, your immune system is your digestive system. Legit. You need to be like your gut, your intestines, your gut is, that's like the nexus of your immune system. You got to take care of yourself. CT Hall, I'm 350 pounds and starting my weight loss journey. Thanks for all the great content, Papa Swolio. Captain Redbeard. You got it, man. You got it, Captain. Sabrina, when you eat differently, people around you will usually get used to the way you eat. The looks and comments will eventually stop. Everyone could go fuck themselves if they don't like it. That's also true. I've dealt with that too. I used to get more pushback when I first started. It was like, oh, this is a cool little hobby. Like, oh, look, you're going to the gym while you're taking this. And now you're eating at this time. Oh, come on. You're bringing your meals everywhere. That's weird. And then eventually it was just, oh, I'm the guy that does that. And then no one questioned it. They would actually be like, hey, can I grab a piece of that? Can I try that? Yeah, it just became, you expected it. Okay. I had my cooler, or I had my food, or I brought this, or I was at the gym and I was doing this after. I was just the dude that worked out. I was the dude. I was the guy that trained, and that's it. And people just get over it. They'll tease you a little bit and then like, oh, okay, it's not stopping. So, all right, that's just what you're doing. There you go. Nutrition first, calories after. Right on. In terms of counting, quality first. I think more people, if more people pay attention to the quality, the quantity won't be as big of a deal. It really won't. It's really hard to overeat a lot of quality, dense foods. People forget that. They're just, just fucking, no, but it's calories in, calories out. Not if you're eating Pop-Tarts and fucking bread and garbage. You're not getting quality food, so then you're eating less of it. You're going to have crazy cravings. If you're eating quality food, you're going to be much more satisfied. You're going to feel better. And if you feel better, guess what? You're probably going to go exercise more, be more active, or feel like doing more things. So it snowballs. If you feel better, you're going to want to train. If you're eating quality foods, because if you're eating better foods and you have more energy to do more exercise, maybe you are eating more than your maintenance, right? Let's say right now you maintain at 1,800 calories a day. But what if you start eating, I'm not going to count, theoretically, I'm not going to count anymore. I'm going to eat a lot of quality foods. You do an elimination diet and I'm just going to fucking eat my fats and blah, blah. And you just eat. And let's say you end up eating 2,500 calories a day, but you feel so fucking good. You're walking around more. You're walking the dog twice a day. You're going to the gym. You're training hard. So then you're burning more calories. You're utilizing more. So now you're utilizing overall in the day, it's 2,500 or 26 or 2,700. So you actually start losing weight because you feel better and now you're exercising more. So then you actually lose weight and you're getting more nutrients. So your endocrine system is like, thank you. Your body, your digestive system is like, thank you. And you start repairing things like your gut. You start fixing your psychological, how you feel. It's like, man, you feel better. You're eating more, but now you're exercising more. So now you're using more. You actually lose weight. That's kind of how it happens. If you're just starving yourself, your body's gonna be like, we're not getting any energy, so let's lock shit down. You start spending less energy. You start feeling more sluggish. You have cravings, so your body's like, we're dying. It really wants nutrients. It wants quality. It doesn't want empty 100 calorie fucking snack bars. It wants real food. Go eat a steak. Go eat a grass-fed fucking piece of steak. Go eat the fucking steak. Ooh, I like that. Instead of a lump of coal for fat logic, you get a warm sack on your face. No, everyone's getting a ball bag for Christmas in there, a sack of nuts in their stocking. Marge, I can agree with that. Since switching to better food, I don't have an issue with overeating like I used to. I'm down 40 pounds and I have never felt better. It all comes from the foods I'm eating. Proud of you. That's fucking awesome. Tanya Dermody, I went from 4,000 calories of junk a day to 1,200 quality, and I eat till I'm full and I have energy all day. Boom. That's awesome. Tacos on titties? Where are we going? Holy shit. Tacos and titties. Ooh, you know what? That's a cool thing for a strip club. They should do that now. Strip clubs should do that. On Tuesday, it's taco and titties. Tacos and titties on Tuesdays. You just get like tits in your face and fucking ground beef. Tacos and titties. Nips, 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 nips. Send them 2 hard-boiled eggs in a tube sock with a note that says, place on chin. Thawing my grass-fed finished steak for Steak and Salad Friday. Steak and Salad Friday. All right. I'll take it. I'm down with that. Let's see here. So new videos tomorrow. So tomorrow's Friday. So we'll see if there's going to be an evening video too, but there will also be a video in the morning. Got some great content coming. Tomorrow's going to hit hard. So definitely look for that early in the morning. That's going to be great for a Friday. That's going to give you a lot of perspective on what we talked about today, about health being the anomaly. And make sure if you want to join tomorrow at 12, I was saying 12, tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern time. For those of you that are Swolenormous X members, uncensored and unlimited, you will get access to the Ask Papa Swolio live tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern time. So if you're in uncensored and you haven't yet requested, if you just signed up and you haven't yet requested access to the private Facebook group, make sure you do that so we can get you in before tomorrow's live cast. So tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern time, you will get access to the Ask Papa Swolio live. So I will bring this up for a second. If you cannot make it live, you will get access to it in your archive. It'll be available. So for those of you that are uncensored members, oh, here we go. You will get access to this. This is tomorrow at 2 p.m., but if you don't catch it live, if you're not available, it'll be right here at the top here in the Ask Papa Swolio live section of your account. Okay, so that'll be there. If you're unable to catch it live, you can watch the replay. But it's tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern time. We'll get that done. So all here, these are just some of the shows that have launched inside Swolenormous Uncensored, and there's a couple more coming, a couple more playlists coming because we're doing tons and tons and tons of content. So if you want to get access to that, it's less than the price of a pumpkin spice latte. This is what you get access to, plus the private Facebook group with the live streams, weekly accountability meetings, and the weekly Ask Papa Swolio live. And this is just $2.99, and this is what exactly it looks like, and it's completely mobile optimized. So we're uploading tons of stuff all the time. So Uncensored is great, and a lot of you here are already in Uncensored. So highly, highly recommended. And if you do that before tomorrow, before 2 p.m. tomorrow, you will get access to the Ask Papa Swolio live. So I hope to see you there. And I'll see all of you beaches tomorrow for Freestyle Friday and episode 1267 of the most muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gaincast, Mancast, Pimpcast, and Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. Peace, McGee's fam. Deuce, Magoose. It's your boy, Papa Swolio. Oh, out.